People visit your website. They spend some seconds looking around and then they leave. No emails, no phone calls, no inquiries, and then of course, no sales. At first you assume you need more traffic, and that's exactly what a friend of mine, John, thought. John had spent weeks building his website. He bought a domain, he paid for hosting, designed every page carefully, and eventually visitors started arriving, but nothing happened, month after month. Visitors came and they left, and nobody contacted him. John thought he had a traffic problem, but he didn't. He actually had a trust problem. Today, I'll show you 7 mistakes that quietly destroyed trust on John's website. And some of them are very likely to be affecting yours too. Let's begin. Reason 1. Visitors didn't know what to do. When visitors arrived on John's homepage, they found a lot of information: his company history, his services, his mission, his values. But after reading everything, visitors were left wondering, what am I supposed to do now? Should I call? Should I send an email? Should I request a quote? Or rather book a consultation? John had forgotten a very important thing. Visitors need direction. If people don't know the next step, many will simply leave. A clear call to action removes uncertainty. Tell visitors exactly what to do next. Guide them. Reason 2. Nobody knew how to contact him. One day, a potential customer landed on John's website. The customer liked what he saw. The services looked good. The prices looked reasonable. He was ready to get in touch. Then he started looking for contact information, and then no number, no email, no address, no business details, only a generic contact form. And then the customer started hesitating, and finally he left. Visitors want reassurance that the real person stands behind the website. The easier it is to contact you, the more trustworthy you appear. Consider displaying a contact form, an email address, a phone number, a business address if relevant. Trust grows when people know they can reach you. Reason 3. The website looked stuck in the past. A few seconds after arriving, visitors were already making judgments. The design looked old, the layout felt outdated, some elements looked as if they hadn't been changed for years. John didn't think this mattered, but visitors did. People often assume that an outdated website means that the business is also outdated. You don't need an expensive design. You don't need flashy animations. But you do need a website that feels clean, modern, mobile-friendly, easy to navigate. First impressions happen fast, and sometimes they determine whether a visitor stays or leaves. Reason number 4. There was no proof. John claimed he provided an excellent service. His website said, "We are the best. We care about our customers. We deliver outstanding results." But there was a problem. Anyone can write those words. Visitors were asking themselves, why should I believe you? Trust doesn't come from claims. It comes from evidence. That's why testimonials, reviews, case studies, and portfolios are so powerful. People trust proof, not promises. Reason 5. Small errors created big doubts. One visitor clicked a link. It didn't work. Another page displayed a missing image. A contact form failed. There were a few spelling mistakes. Individually, these problems seemed very small, but together they created doubt. Visitors started thinking, if they can't maintain their own website, can I trust them with my own business? Trust is fragile. small details often have a bigger impact than people think. Regularly test your website and fix problems quickly. Reason number 6. The website felt slow. One afternoon, a visitor clicked on John's website. 1 second passed, then 2, then 3. The page still hadn't loaded properly. The visitor didn't think the website has poor performance optimization. Instead, he thought, something seems off. People don't experience poor speed as a technical issue. They experience it as a frustration. A slow website creates uncertainty. A fast website creates confidence. Speed matters because trust matters. Reason number 7. There was no human being. This was John's biggest mistake. Visitors could see the business, but they couldn't see the person behind it. No photo, no story, no introduction, no indication that real people were involved. The website felt anonymous. And anonymous businesses are harder to trust. People trust people, not websites, not logos, not companies. People. John eventually added a personal introduction, a photo, his story, information about his business, and something very interesting happened. Visitors started engaging more because they finally knew who they were dealing with. Conclusion. John's problem wasn't traffic. His problem was trust. And once he fixed these 7 mistakes, people started to feel much more confident contacting him. The same may be true for your website. Take a fresh look at it. Ask yourself, would I trust this business if I were a visitor? If the answer is no, start fixing those issues today. Trust takes time to build, but it only takes seconds to lose. If you found this video useful, please give it a like, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever visited a website that instantly felt untrustworthy? Or maybe one of these 7 issues is affecting your website right now. In that case, let me know which one. And if you enjoy practical WordPress advice and real-world examples like John's story, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.